Taurus. This is your reading for April 2021. Funny. We have the Hierophant right here. Taurus, I know I'm a little bit late with the readings for April. And I thought that I had to start with you this month. Because I really think that Tauruses, I know that this is the season of Aries, but by the end of April, we're gonna start your season, and I think that this month is gonna be a very intense month for Taurus. Every time that we enter in this period, just before our birthday, there is a sense of having to look back to everything that we had experienced until now so that we can start fresh once we enter in our own season. No. And what happens is that during this month of April, just for information, I want to say, I'm going to be using my new deck here. This is a Tarot de Marseille by Fournier. Is a tarot espagnol, and I discovered this tarot not too long ago, and I fell in love with the colors of this classic of tarot. It has really special colors, and it has a very different way of representing the minor arcanas than what normally you have been seeing in my videos with the Rider-Waite Tarot here. It's a different way of reading that I'll be doing with this deck, even though there are many similarities. Just to say, I'm gonna be using both decks because I like to have different decks. I think it's important to see if I find any synchronicities in the reading or cards that I want to kind of appear again, or sometimes there are important messages that might be coming the way. This is the Six of Swords, Taurus. As I was saying, so getting into the reading, you are experiencing this month, in the beginning of April, you're probably going to be experiencing, Taurus, a sense of, and probably this is what is happening to you right now, of course, if you resonate with these energies and the story I'll be developing right now for this month of April, Taurus. The Six of Swords, for me, is exactly that energy, like what you're gonna be experiencing by the beginning of this month of April, like the first 2 weeks, let's say. You have all this activation of your 12th house just before starting your season. Just before the 20th, the 19th of April, you're gonna have Sun, Venus, Mercury, and a new moon by the mid of this month in Aries in the 12th house. And so having the Sun, your ruling planet, in this house, and having plus a new moon, Taurus, you know that you're in a moment where you know that you are here in a way, maybe retreating yourself or wanting to retreat yourself maybe from your environment or even from your work or from your social circles in the beginning of the month, because I feel like, Taurus, you're gonna need some rest, because I think that the energies that we're gonna be experiencing during this month of April, and it was already during the month of March, is that there is a lot of push of energies that are coming during the season, and is the kind of energy that we are gonna be experiencing as well while we enter in your season, no? All the planets moving direct and until the end of April. So it's like this push to change, this push to leave behind probably all patterns of thinking. Six of Swords energy, very air energy. And this is like where, the Six of Swords, if you would see this card represented in the Rider-Waite Tarot, it's a card that you will see somebody who is sitting down on a boat carrying all these swords that represent different battles or ideas or fights or just situations that you had to go through so that you could get to the point where you are heading right now, which is a much more abundant and a much more calm way as well of thinking, no? Like reconnecting with yourself. And so during these first 2 weeks of April, Taurus, I think you're gonna be more like in this back up. I have two cards that just jump here, and I have the Death card. So yeah, definitely with the Page of Swords in your past position. Just that you know, if you haven't watched my videos already, I generally, if I see too many cards jumping off, I don't take them for the reading on the table, but I keep, let's say, max two of the cards that jump off. But you know, I always look at the cards, and yeah, I mean, Taurus. It's like the change is inevitable this month. Like, and I think that this is also something that you had already experienced, having here the Death card coming with the Page of Swords. Wow, the alarms. Guys, I mean, I don't know where you are at right now, but really, like during this weekend where I'm living here, it's like the securities and controls are being super strong at this moment. It's quite like disturbing, I think. So Taurus, no doubt that you come from this massive transformation. And then, I mean, the Death card, it's coming in your reading, and you know, Taurus, April, you're gonna have a full moon. So you first have a new moon in Aries in your 12th house. So it's all about this unconscious, going back maybe to the past during this first period, you knowing that you need to heal maybe certain situations that you had been transcending from. Probably there are a lot of changes that you had to go through this last period of your life. And it's almost like Taurus, now you're wanting to rest and maybe even take a distance to be able to heal all these situations, to heal all this process of transformation that you went through. You know, scorpionic energy here with the Death card, and you know, I'm really not surprised to see this. I was expecting to find the Death card in this reading because, you know, you're gonna have a full moon by the end of April in a Scorpio, in your 7th house, your house of relationships, and it's gonna be this moon during the end of April. I mean, Scorpio, it's your opposite sign, Taurus. So whenever you're having a strong dynamic between Taurus energy and Scorpio energy, there is a lot of things that are gonna be coming out of the darkness this month for you, Taurus. And probably this truth or this sense of maybe information that was hidden or things that weren't said in the past, that I think that something here is coming to be expressed or to be communicated in a way so that you can move on from a situation. That's how I feel it with the Six of Swords in the present situation, and that it's kind of like going away from this Death card, no, like say taking a step further into this massive change. You know, it's like when the change is coming to reality, it's not just internal. It's like Taurus, you had been processing this internally all this time, and probably find yourself in front of situations that really require you to be very analytical, to be very, like, let's say, think in a new way here, that will provide you with the necessary information to say, okay, now I can really move on. For whatever this situation might resonate in your life, okay? I mean, you know, this is a general reading, and the thing is that I cannot speak for everybody, for every Taurian or every person who's watching this video right now. You know that. but I try to stick to quite a general level, and then sometimes, you know, I get these more specific messages that I will need to express. Again, judgment is coming here, Taurus. I mean, judgment. A final decision. I mean, something here, Taurus. Again, really strong Scorpio energy with this card, Taurus. Yeah, I mean, all this 12th house activation during this first beginning of April. And I think that this is really how Taurus is feeling right now. It's like, wow, you went through the death, and Taurus, after going through this death, it's like you are coming back to life. You know, the Judgment card is the card that talks about rebirth, you know, being reborn. You know, people, you know, it's like in this card you see people that eventually they look like they were dead. But it's almost like there is music that it's being played, or something here is happening, a situation is happening to you, Taurus. And I think that this is happening in a very deep mental, internal level as well, Taurus, where you are being able to, almost like there is a sense of awakening here. Something here is reviving. And I think it could really definitely be regarding a situation of the past. A situation that maybe in the past it was over, or there was a sense of end, and still there was it's like this attachment that it was always in the back of your head, Taurus. And it's almost like right now you're finding the way to understand better really what the situation means for you, so that you can really move on and say have a final judgment. Here with this card I see here. And not only that, it's like a sense of you being able to find your clarity here, or find a way that you can calm your mind regarding the situation, no? So that you can rest, that you can you know, find, it's like leaving behind the turbulent waters here. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna feel, I think the Taurus, you're gonna feel so like probably low in energy during this month of April, in the beginning of April. But I want you to remember something, that from the moment we're gonna start, like from the 19th and 20th of April, Taurus, you're gonna have Venus, your ruling planet, in your sign. And not only that Venus is gonna be transiting your house, Taurus, is that Venus is gonna be come back to be seen in the sky at the same time is entering in your sign. So it's a very big deal for Tauruses, because your ruling planet Venus is almost like it's helping you out, Taurus, to kind of unveil the mask, unveil yourself from, you know, it's almost like revealing yourself after a long period of maybe standing in the back, you know, because I think that you went here through a situation where it really demanded you a lot of efforts. It changed radically your life, your situation, how you were, how you physically were, how you related to others, probably. And it's almost like this month, after you internally process all this stuff, it's like Taurus, when Venus, the Sun, Mercury, you know, entering your sign, and then Uranus, who is there already since some time. It's like Taurus, it's like you're not the same anymore. You're not the same anymore. It's almost like you're feeling here the push to finally accept the change. And change for Taurus is a real fucking thing, because you are a fixed earth, which, you know, it's like go and move, fixed earth, you know. For you, going through changes, it's one of the things that you probably hate the most. Even though you know that sometimes it's necessary, Taurus will take ages to accept the fact that they needed this change, or they needed this transformation, or they needed to end this cycle in their life so that they can advance. It's just that for your energy, it's so difficult to go through this energy because it goes against your own nature, Taurus. It's just that I think that Taurus is, after everything that happened, and with all these planetary conjunctions we experienced for sure since December, and now in this month having all this scorpionic energy that I think is going to be influencing you very strongly, and these areas unconscious preparation you're probably experiencing right now, it's almost like it's preparing you for that push, for that final push, for that final decision here, to realize that it's time to show off, Taurus. It's like things that were in the dark, I don't think that you can keep them in the dark any longer. The Hangman here. Yeah. I think that whatever situation is coming back this month, during this month of April, Taurus, it could be a relationship, or it could choose. I think, honestly, as I'm seeing these cards, I think it could be related to particularly somebody or a connection you experience in your life. But it could also just mean in general that this is just about you and your own energy, like you being this month the phoenix who is rising in the sky, and that by the end of the month, Taurus is like you're not in the same place anymore, Taurus. And I think that this is something you have been preparing yourself for such a long time, because it's almost like the Hangman energy. I mean, I see that you had been experiencing a lot of complications, delays, maybe situations in your life that were in a standby. Like for example, let's say there was miscommunication, or there were many things that they look stuck in your life, that maybe you were expecting that they will move faster than eventually they will move, or maybe you were in this moment where you knew you needed to take a time off to reflect about what was going on, because something here, the Hangman energy, Pisces energy here, is this energy when we go through obstacles, but that they help us progress and become better than we are, to develop ourselves. And it's because it's almost like the Hangman is telling me here that that there is a situation here that you maybe try to avoid for some time, or you try to kind of move on in a mental way, but that something here is coming back here, because it's asking you to look at the situation with a different eyes, Taurus. It's like you are hanging yourself, or you had been doing this, or the situation right now is requiring you to hang yourself from the ceiling so you can put your head upside down and look with your own eyes with a complete different perspective, and this is the moment when you find that clarity, or when you're starting to find an illumination of some kind. Maybe you're having an epiphany during this month about a situation, maybe a relationship, or something that was going on in your life that you thought it was over, but it's almost like this month you're moving forward, leaving behind the negativity, leaving behind, with the Six of Swords, leaving behind the turmoil of waters, so that you can really find here a clarity that will allow you to rise again, Taurus. Really, to rise. And I think that you're going to be rising higher than you even expect, you know, like and I know that maybe right now I think that Taurus, I'm talking to a Taurus here who is not feeling at all energetic. Believe me, I understand very well your energy, Taurus. And I think that's, yeah, I think that right now you're in a moment like, no, I can't. It's like, right now I just need some rest. I need to kind of get some time for myself. I need to maybe even isolate myself for some time so I can understand better what is going on here and maybe what just happened during all this period, because I think that you're realizing here that there is something that you're not seeing in the same way anymore, Taurus. The moon. Gosh, Taurus. The moon. And this card is coming as your obstacle. And guys, I mean, this full moon in your 7th house in a Scorpio is opposing all these planets in your 1st house. Venus, the Sun, Uranus, Mercury. It's really intense, this full moon for you, Taurus. I mean, I'm not at all like surprised to get the moon card. I mean, I've been getting this moon card a lot in my private readings, because really the ties this month are gonna be so strong. It's like we are starting again a new calendar. We're starting a new portal of energies, and of course we don't experience it all of us in the same way. But I think that right now is the moment when all this process and all this stuff was happening in the back. It's like somebody now is coming to the reality, Taurus. The thing with this card, with the moon card coming in your obstacle here, is that regarding the situation, that I think is something that is kind of coming back to you. And it's something that, Taurus, you need to look at the situation. You cannot deny the situation any longer. I think that you're trying, or something here is asking you to look at the situation from a different perspective, because you know that there is something here that is hidden. And I think that when this full moon is coming by the end of the month is when the light is gonna come. It's like the light is gonna be turned on for you regarding whatever situation that I think it was something quite emotional for you, Taurus, that I think you were carrying on with you for a very long time, to be honest. The moon card and coming, in this position and your obstacles right now, it's almost telling me that, Taurus, I think you're gonna be very, very, very highly sensitive this month. And as I said, like these first 2 weeks, so like this first block of April, you're gonna be into like that introspective mode where Taurus wants to be by themselves. Taurus wants to be calm. Taurus needs some space. Taurus, it's like going deep within, all right? And then by the end of the month is when you're gonna be having this push-up to get out of that maybe more introspective moment, so that you can really start from zero here after this transformation that you had been carrying on with you, Taurus. But I gotta say, I think that you're gonna be so sensitive and so even like nostalgic, melancholic. I really sense here a strong reminiscence of the past. And it's quite common that just before is your birthday, even if you're not a person who likes to celebrate your birthday, or you are the kind of person that doesn't even want to think about it, like, let's say some people really, at least they say they don't care, but Well, I do think that no matter who, when we're talking about the moment that you were born, closely to the time that you were born, it's like you experience these emotions or these maybe even memories from the past or situations from the past that you start rethinking again, or that you start kind of like these things that come back to you, so that they put you in this very sensitive mode, Taurus. And I think that as it's coming as an obstacle, the moon energy is a beautiful energy, but it's also a very difficult energy because of that high sensitivity that can sometimes bring some melancholy as well, and some sense of even fears, but like hidden fears that you have. Maybe you are scared about a situation here where you feel like you cannot see with clarity, Taurus. It's like you feel that there is maybe a situation here that you are trying to understand, and this is what is pushing you to having to hang yourself to look at it differently, because you realize that there is something here that you cannot really get yet, or that you were trying to understand all this time, and it was like, well, what is the truth about this? What are maybe my feelings about the situation, or what it is really, what it means, this change for me, or maybe this connection that is being so transformative in my life, you know? Yeah, I mean, you're having an amazing awakening during this month, Taurus. I mean, I really think it feels so well to see these cards coming here for your reading. I want to know what is coming in your exterior, please, for Taurus. So, wow, for your exterior, I'm having here the King of Wands together with the Knight of Wands. This is the same character, but with a different mask. I think that, I mean, it could be, I could read this in many different ways. If I will be talking here about maybe a personal relationship you are experiencing, Taurus, and I think that this relationship has been a relationship that maybe there was an end in the past. There was, wow, guys, I have the Two of Cups right here on the back. So, you know, the cards sometimes they kind of speak by themselves. Taurus, Two of Cups. If this is a person that you are emotionally connected with, Taurus, this personality here, I think that this has been somebody that this has been an end in the situation here already in the past, or maybe this is what you're experiencing right now. Like really a massive change regarding this person. Maybe there was a distancing, or there was a sense of something here was put in the death, or it was put like in the closet, like it was in a graveyard, okay? And the feeling I'm having here is that something is coming out from the death regarding maybe this particular person that it's present in your life, Taurus. And I gotta say, I don't know why I'm getting this feeling. I don't think this person is physically with you right now because of the Six of Swords, the Judgment, and the Hangman here, and having the moon in your obstacles. I think that there is a lot of distancing regarding this person, or information that hasn't been yet communicated or said, maybe. But what I'm feeling here is something is happened. Something maybe is being expressed, or something, somebody here is taking a move that it's kind of like reviving the situation, because there is an awakening of some kind here, and it's about this situation that I think it was put and stand by for a quite some time, Taurus, I gotta say. And I think that this person, whoever is in your life, this person, It doesn't matter in the gender, it can be masculine, feminine. We all have these energies inside ourselves. I mean, at least this is my own belief. You can think what you want, of course. But this is how I read them. I mean, and how I read the energies. And this person, whoever it is, it's somebody who is really passionate regarding what they do in their life. I think this person is somebody who is very centered in their career, in their like goals. Like they have certain passion about things that they do in their life. You know, I mean, King of Wands, somebody who is very determined with their own desires and what they want to do in life, their actions, their career, their work. They take it really seriously. And at the same time, it's coming with this Knight of Wands. So this person is, I think, is moving a lot, or is somebody who is maybe wanting to come back, or I gotta say, I'm saying come back because of this Judgment card I see here with the Moon and as I said, the Hangman. I think this is not a new person. I think this is somebody who is already in your life, but that there has been some distancing here, Taurus. This has been, or there is still information regarding this person that is not yet clear. And would it be possible maybe that the clarity might come out once we have a full moon by the end of this month? It's like, you know, a full moon in a Scorpio, Taurus, it's like a Scorpio is the depths of the hidden world. And so, yeah, we're talking here a lot about secrets, about everything that has been hidden under the carpet. And I really think that whatever you experience, or somebody regarding or related to you had experienced that was underneath this carpet, I almost feel that something here is coming to the light this month. What I want to know still is, I want one last card, please. It's like, if this awakening, this, let's say, reviving of emotions, reviving of a situation, reviving of memories, or maybe this messenger that is coming back, because I gotta say, I mean, this person, I think this person has something really important to express here. And a night, always when a night comes, this person, it's coming with determination to say something, or they want, or they do have a precise goal regarding you, Taurus. They are very fiery and passionate, and I think they have a really nice energy. You know, somebody here who really wants to communicate with you, who wants to exchange energy with you in a very positive way. You know, maybe, as I said, this person might have a double face, because it's almost like, you know what I feel with these two cards coming together in your exterior, and if it is a precise person in your life who is influencing the situation, I almost feel like this person might look like somebody who could be very young and light and playful in a way, but actually internally this person, they are very mature, no? Like, this person actually really knows very well what they want, and they are not playing around. It's just that maybe the first face they might show regarding you, or how you might perceive them until right now, it was more like a light energy of somebody who could come and go whenever, you know, that's the energy of the Knight of Wands. But what I feel is the person internally, really deep inside, they are not just a knight, they are a king. You know, a king of wands. Somebody who has already a level of maturity, and who knows what they want. You know, they are not actually playing around, even though they might make it look like it. Okay, that's kind of the energy I get. I want one last card for Taurus here, please. Wow. Taurus, I mean, this is what is coming in your outcome for this month of April. And to be honest, I mean, I could not be more happy to see this energy coming through, Taurus, for you by the end of the month, because this is also very, I mean, the Queen of Cups, she is a water, it represents water element, a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. And this is how it's like you're coming out of the situation, Taurus. You're coming out of the situation as the Queen of Cups. She's so intuitive, this queen. She's very mature. I mean, like, and very, in a way, heart open. I mean, she's the most generous queen of the tarot with her own emotions. You know, she is all about the feelings, the empathy. You know, she's super empathic. She is a healer as well. The Queen of Cups many times represents somebody who can have healing properties or healing characteristics where, you know, she could be of counseling for others, for example, you know. And talking about you coming out of this reading as the Queen of Cups, Taurus, it's like something here is telling me that you are being, or you're centering yourself right now, Taurus, in trying to heal a situation that is taking you to a massive rebirth in your life. I mean, guys, I'm having the Death card, the Six of Swords in the middle, and in the other side, the Judgment. The two Scorpionic cards that are surrounding the Six of Swords. It's like, Taurus, you are in the process of healing, of leaving behind maybe these patterns of thinking, or maybe ideas or thoughts that you have regarding a situation that maybe in the past didn't work out. And it's almost like right now something is coming this month that is bringing you some clarity. And I gotta tell you, Taurus, I think that this clarity is coming inside of you. I don't think this clarity is coming from your exterior, to be honest. I think that this clarity is coming because you are doing this work to analyze the situation and to maybe even go deep in depth of these emotions, Queen of Cups, you know, and with this full moon in Scorpio and all these activation of your first house, Taurus, it's almost like it's like the change is undeniable, and the emotions for Taurus are undeniable as well. Something here is like asking you to open up your heart, Taurus. You know, something here is almost you are perceiving it like by intuition as well. It's like, Taurus, you are becoming so, you know, many times people consider that Taurus energies, like Taurus, they wouldn't be at all psychic, but that's such a misunderstood, like such a bad judgment regarding Taurus energy, because actually Tauruses are Mother Earth. They are actually super psychic, but their psychic comes through other ways than maybe water signs. Taurus energy is psychic by the senses. Taurus is able to feel, to smell, to, you know, to touch things that, and why these sense perceive things that most of signs are not even able to perceive. And it's almost like, Taurus, something here is helping you out to get out maybe from a period where you probably have been feeling yourself quite down. And this is when I see this moon coming in the obstacle as well, like this hidden anxiety, hidden fears you had because of, you know, that you were going through this massive transformation, but you know there's something here that you had been working hard on. It's like almost like finally you are seeing the light, Taurus. And you're not seeing the things in the same way, and you're not the same person anymore, Taurus. This is your year. And I think that take your time to go through these, you know, maybe more passive moment during the beginning of month of April, you know. I think accept the fact that you just need time for yourself, and if people are not able to understand it, well, they will have to understand it, all right? But I think that by the end of the month, there is gonna be a very important clarity regarding your feelings, and also you being able to finally open up yourself emotionally, Taurus. Because honestly, I don't think that this is what's happening to you until now. I think that right now you're starting to find a way to open up your heart. And I think that maybe it could really be, you know, maybe this relationship or a relationship that was already established in your life, or a new relationship that this month something here will come out as a lightning bolt for you. And I think that this is what is gonna bring you again this sense of emotional fulfillment and sense of almost like being able to feel and understand the situation for really what it is. And I think that this is gonna be so liberating for you, so that you can start fresh this year, Taurus, because I really think you deserve it. I really think that we need to stop being so harsh on ourselves, because a new era is coming for us, and I just think that we need to start, you know, hearing it a little bit more. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the reading. I'm leaving my information below. If you want to contact me for any private readings, please don't doubt to check my email or click subscribe or like if you like this video. I really hope you have a good month, Taurus, and I'm gonna see you next month, guys. Take care. Bye bye.